In this video, we are going to talk about how safe is the COVID virus vaccine. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Vaccines to protect against COVID-19 are being developed with unprecedented speed and technical skill, but also amid a culture of mistrust and conflicting information. As the U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) begins reviewing emergency use authorization for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, and AstraZeneca's trial data makes headlines, we asked several of our experts for a personal take on what will convince them that a vaccine is safe for them and their families. Before we begin, why don't you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you never miss any of our videos. Let's begin. Assessing personal risk when deciding how soon to get vaccinated. To be clear, we would say it's a personal decision on when to be vaccinated, not whether to be vaccinated. It's a societal imperative if we are to overcome this pandemic that all of us who can get vaccinated must get vaccinated. The recent data on safety and efficacy of 3 of the COVID-19 vaccines indicate that some of us will make that decision soon. To make sure a vaccine is safe for everyone, I'd personally feel most comfortable with 6 months of data from phase 3 testing. Knowing that a vaccine has been tested in a broad population of people, not just 21-year-old, physically fit volunteers, but also people with underlying health conditions, will reassure me that it's safe even from the perspective of rare side effects. The emergency approval process currently underway for 2 vaccines is based on 2 months of phase 3 testing data. That is the recommendation of the FDA's Independent Advisory Committee for an emergency situation like we're in now. We want to end the pandemic, so we want to get things done as fast as possible. That's why 2 months is not unreasonable for people who have the highest risk of COVID-19 exposure and the lowest risk of adverse vaccine reactions, people who have more to gain from a vaccine, such as primary care providers and first responders. If we were in this group, we would say, okay, 2 months will do for me. But for people at lower risk of contracting COVID-19, those who can work from home, for example, but at higher risk of medical complications, then we think when to get vaccinated becomes a personal decision. They may want to wait until we accumulate more information from longer follow-up times, perhaps 6 months from the start of the phase 3 trials. Understanding different options, reaching the global population. There are currently 13 vaccines in phase 3 trials. 3 of them, those made by Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca * have completed their efficacy and safety studies, and 2 are in the process of seeking emergency use authorization from the FDA. According to information the manufacturers provided, different age groups and ethnicities were included in the vaccine trials. Based on those reports, it seems that even in people over 70 years of age, the response is very positive. However, it is important to have peer-reviewed scientific publications confirming both the efficacy and the safety of the different vaccines. Vaccines produced in China and Russia have apparently been applied to selected local populations. Some experts think this rushed preliminary approval carries risks since phase 3 trials have not been completed. The ideal vaccine would accomplish 3 endpoints: prevent infection, reduce the severity of the illness if someone does get the disease, and interrupt the chain of transmission. It is unlikely we will have one single vaccine doing all 3. It is possible that different vaccine technologies may offer different advantages with respect to these distinct goals. Equal allocation of vaccines globally will be of paramount importance to ending the pandemic, because as long as SARS-CoV-2 exists somewhere, it will be everywhere. The World Health Organization has proposed guidelines to ensure that vulnerable populations have access to vaccines and has participated in creating a platform for funding and distributing a COVID-19 vaccine globally. However, reaching at least 70% of the global population with 2 doses of vaccine, an estimate of the vaccination coverage needed to achieve worldwide herd immunity, will be a major challenge. Building trust across communities. We have an autoimmune disease, Sjogren's, which puts me in a higher risk group that may be encouraged to receive the vaccine before younger, healthier people. So we monitor the safety of vaccine development and distribution from a very personal place. To achieve the vaccinated population percentages that would allow us to more safely resume in-person interactions, we will need a concerted effort to overcome growing distrust of vaccines among the public. For example, if we saw Dr. Anthony Fauci take the vaccine on TV, we'd feel much more comfortable taking the vaccine myself and urging family members to comply, especially those who are vulnerable to COVID-19 complications and death due to underlying medical conditions and/or advanced age. We point to Dr. Fauci as one exemplar of a trusted public health expert, but we will need to enlist a wide range of trusted partners to work with communities of color and those across a range of abilities, ages, legal statuses, sexualities, etc., to instill confidence in the vaccine and help keep the complex distribution process exquisitely transparent. COVID-19 vaccination is a safer way to help build protection. COVID-19 can have serious, life-threatening complications, and there is no way to know how COVID-19 will affect you. And if you get sick, you could spread the disease to friends, family, and others around you. Clinical trials of all vaccines must first show they are safe and effective before any vaccine can be authorized or approved for use, including COVID-19 vaccines. The known and potential benefits of a COVID-19 vaccine must outweigh the known and potential risks of the vaccine for use under what is known as an Emergency Use Authorization (EUA). Watch a video on what an EUA is. Getting COVID-19 may offer some natural protection, known as immunity. Current evidence suggests that reinfection with the virus that causes COVID-19 is uncommon in the 90 days after initial infection. However, experts don't know for sure how long this protection lasts, and the risk of severe illness and death from COVID-19 far outweighs any benefits of natural immunity. COVID-19 vaccination will help protect you by creating an antibody immune system response without having to experience sickness. Both natural immunity and immunity produced by a vaccine are important parts of COVID-19 disease that experts are trying to learn more about, and CDC will keep the public informed as new evidence becomes available. What do you think of our video? What are your thoughts about COVID virus vaccine? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.